Every championship club's best released player this summer. The transfer window is now in full swing and championship clubs in particular will be in search of a bargain this summer. We've compiled a list of the best players each championship club has released. Barnsley, Alex Mowat. Technically speaking, Barnsley haven't released anyone this summer, but Captain Mowat is out of contract and has no appetite to sign a new deal, so will certainly be missed at Oakwell. At the moment it looks as if a reunion with former manager Valérien Ismaël could be on the cards as the midfielder has been heavily linked with a move to West Brom. Birmingham, Dan Crowley. Despite a promising start to life at St Andrews, things never really clicked for Crowley at Birmingham, with the midfielder spending the second half of last season on loan at Hull City in League One. He made a £700,000 move from Willem II in the summer of 2019 and finds himself a free agent just 2 years later. Blackburn, Lewis Holtby. The German midfielder certainly had his moments while he was at Uwood Park, and his ability to provide defense-splitting passes will be missed. But after several injury setbacks, a decision was taken not to offer him a new deal, with Holtby now likely to move back to Germany. Blackpool, Sully Kaikai. One of the more surprising releases this summer came from the Seasiders saying goodbye to Kaikai, with the winger providing 15 goal involvements in League One last season. He was edged out of the side towards the end of the season, but you'd imagine he won't be short of offers this summer. Every single club in League One should be trying to sign Sully Kaikai. Evan Ogbing, at EJTAYLOR99, June 4, 2021. Bournemouth, Jack Wilshere. Wilshere's masterclass against Barcelona as a teenager for Arsenal seems like a lifetime ago now, with the 29-year-old once again finding himself a free agent. He had a mixed season with Bournemouth, with one of his most notable moments being his sending off against Watford. Bristol City, Famara Diédhiou. There's already been quite the clear out at Ashton Gate, but one of the most notable departures will be striker Diédhiou. After arriving in June 2017 for a club record fee of £5.3 million, the striker went on to score 46 goals in 154 appearances. Cardiff City, Sol Bamba. After the year that Bamba's had, it's a shame that the Cardiff fans won't be able to give him the send-off he deserves. In May 2021 he announced that he was cancer-free and is looking to carry on with his footballing career. Hey everyone, just a quick message to inform you that I'm now cancer-free. It is of course an incredibly heartwarming news for my family and we are over the moon right now. I really want to thank each and everyone that has been supporting me, whether it's been with a comment, pic.twitter.com/7WE6JSCA, Sol Bamba, at SOL14 Bamba, May 20, 2021. Coventry, Maxim Biamou has been with Coventry throughout their rise through the EFL, with the striker scoring goals in League 2, League 1 and the Championship. After making over 100 appearances for Coventry, last season was his final one with the club. Derby, Scott Malone. Things never quite worked out for Scott Malone at Derby after moving over from Huddersfield in 2018. He spent last season out on loan at Millwall, and he's since joined them on a permanent basis after his contract was up with Derby this summer. Fulham, Kevin McDonald. McDonald played a key role in each of Fulham's last 2 promotions to the Premier League and was one of the most experienced players in that dressing room. Unfortunately, the midfielder missed last season due to having a kidney transplant and was kept out of action due to illness. Huddersfield, Christopher Schindler. A modern-day legend in every sense of the word, Schindler scored the decisive penalty in the playoff final shootout as well as captaining the side in the Premier League. He has since gone on to sign for FC Nuremberg in Germany's second division, but he will never be loved like this again. Christopher Schindler reserved a heartfelt goodbye for the number TAFC supporters. Huddersfield Town, at TAFC, May 11, 2021. Hull City, Reece Burke joined Hull for a fee of around £1.5 million in the summer of 2018 from West Ham and went on to make over 100 appearances for the club. He has since signed for Luton Town. Luton Town. James Collins. He's been the Hatters' talisman over the past 5 seasons and has consistently scored goals for Luton throughout their rise through the EFL, scoring 68 goals in 174 appearances. After his contract expired with Luton this summer, he has signed for Cardiff City on a free transfer. Middlesbrough. Ashley Fletcher. Despite showing flashes of quality, his outrageous goal from the halfway line against West Brom being one of them, Fletcher never really lived up to the hype at Middlesbrough. He missed the majority of the 2021 season due to injury and has since inexplicably signed for Watford on a free transfer. How is Ashley Fletcher back in the PL with Watford? Lou. Is, at Claret Blue Blood, June 27, 2021. Millwall. Sean Williams made over 250 appearances for Millwall and has been a mainstay in the side since their promotion back up to the Championship in 2018. The 34-year-old midfielder has since signed for Portsmouth in League One. Nottingham Forest. Samba So it's a shame So was never really able to stay injury-free because in his first season with the club, he was immense and a brilliant anchor for Forest in the middle of the park. But after the midfielder missed the majority of last season due to injury, a decision was taken to not offer him a new deal at the City Ground. Peterborough United. Lewis Reed, the 23-year-old midfielder, was in and out of the side last season and now finds himself as a free agent. After joining from Sheffield United in the summer of 2018, Reed went on to make 70 appearances for Peterborough. Preston North End. Billy Bowden clearly had skill and the technical ability to be a good championship player, but his time at Deepdale was constantly interrupted by injuries. The winger only made one start for North End in the 2021 season and is now in search of a new club. QPR. Paul Smith. After joining QPR in 2017 from Linfield, Smith's opportunities to impress were fairly few and far between, with the majority of his appearances coming on off the bench. He was loaned out 4 times throughout his QPR career and has since signed for Leyton Orient on a permanent basis. Reading, Son Aluko. It seems crazy looking back on it now that Reading spent £7.5 million on Aluko back in 2017. The winger's time at Reading has been less than impressive, and apart from a few flashes here and there, they got a pretty poor return on their investment. Sheffield United. John Lundstram was a pivotal cog in the Sheffield United side that finished 9th in the Premier League in the 1920th season, scoring 5 goals from midfield. He then made it clear that he saw his future elsewhere, leading to him being dropped at various junctures of their disastrous second season. Stoke City. Jordan Cousins. Although he was never really considered to be a first-team regular at Stoke, Cousins always went about his business well and put a shift in when he was needed. After being let go by Stoke this summer, he has since signed for Wigan in League One. Swansea. Andre Ayew. From everyone on this list, Swansea will probably find it the toughest to replace their talisman Andre Ayew. A player with Premier League quality who popped up in so many vital moments for Swansea, he will be dearly missed by the Swans heading into next season. West Brom. Hal Robson-Kanu. Often seen as the backup striker, Robson-Kanu certainly had his moments for the Baggies, scoring 21 goals across his 5 seasons for the club. Despite some of the more glamorous options they had at the time, Robson-Kanu was the preferred choice of Slaven Bilic up front in their last promotion to the Premier League. And he'll always have this throwback to Wales' greatest Euros moment, Hal Robson-Kanu turning into Johan Cruyff as they beat Belgium in the 2016 quarter-finals. 2pic.twitter.com 99 BR Football @BrFootball, June 12, 2021.